Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Seriously Podcast. If you're new here and are not familiar with us, first off, thank you for tuning in. Welcome, and we hope you enjoy. We love to chat, review web series / digital series without funny commentary.
Yes, and I'm Brittany.
I'm Mary.
And we are continuing our recap of Tough Love LA. We are so happy to have our first guest who plays my boy Brian, Lance Williams.
What's going on, y'all?
Welcome.
Hey, Team Brian. Hashtag Team Brian. I'm trying to make it a thing. It hasn't caught on yet, but I'm thinking in about 6 months I can get one shirt made.
Listen, I'm going to buy the shirt because I'm Team Brian.
Hey, there we go.
He's the least problematic character on the show so far.
He is.
You know, audiences are tough too. Like, if your character says even a little bit of anything wild, they'll be like, nah, fuck him for life, period. As an actual person, whoever that actor is, I don't like them. You're like, bro, that's not me. Like, that's
right.
I was hired to say these things. I don't think that. When I read it, I was like, okay, well, this guy seems great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Y'all got a fan base, and I'm trying to fuck this up too soon.
We always like to ask our guests when they come on, what is the first web series that you ever watched?
Honestly, I want to say that Tough Love was the first web series I watched because I came across them when they just released the trailer for season 1 in New York, and I was living in Atlanta at the time. And I remember seeing it, and they mentioned something about Atlanta, and I remember thinking like, oh shit, they're out here? Oh, I got to get in on this thing. And I found out, oh, they're in New York. And so I started watching just because I love the trailer so much. And I was trying to get in with them to work with them. And I feel like I got to watch this. If I keep talking to them about working with them, I need to also watch this and back it up with that. You know? So that's Tough Love was probably the very first web series I ever watched.
Yes, and look at you on the show now. Look at that.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
A long way.
So we love to hear how, actors see their own character. So in your own words, tell us about Brian.
So it was funny when we first started out, I had gotten the idea that Brian was like this, like the super nerd or dork in the group. Almost like I don't know about y'all, but I grew up watching Living Single. So I saw him as like the Overton. You know what I mean? So okay, so I'm gonna let him be like really funny and quirky and goofy and sort of just doesn't quite really have the clue and isn't very cool. And so first day we're shooting, I'm doing it this way. And there's this scene where Rashad comes in the house and I was like, hey, Rashad's here. Yeah. And Caleb, the director, pulled me aside and he was like, Lance, so Brian, less is more, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, okay, you're right. I'm doing too much. All right, got it.
Got to tone it down.
He came with the energy.
But it's good when you do that, right? Like you swing for the fence with it, and then you pull it back so you go, okay, this is where I land. And so now I can look at Brian and go, okay, Brian is just this very grounded entrepreneur. Like he's not, I would say, like he's still not super cool. He's still not, he's not putting it on to be like the suave GQ guy or anything. He's really just about his grind, and he's got this woman who's strong as hell. And that's like the big motivator and push for him. And it was interesting seeing that because I grew up with 2 sisters and a family dominated by females. And so I looked at it and I was like, I'm so used to seeing these kind of women in my family. So I can totally get why for him, he would attach himself to somebody like this and go, no, this is what I'm looking for. So I think Brian is, I think Denise definitely wears the pants in the relationship, but Brian's the kind of guy who's secure enough that shit don't matter to him because that's his lady.
How did you get into acting? Like, how did you know that's what you wanted to do?
Oh man, so it's funny. I feel like I've talked about this before, and every time I do get asked this question, I love it just because it always takes it back to the space. But so when I was a kid, probably like 4 or 5, when we were young, we used to always get sent to Virginia Beach to stay with our grandmother for the summers. And like my father's siblings were out there, so we got to kick it with all the cousins all summer. And it was just like a different world, different experience. So we got to go there. And one night I remember getting up, climbing out the bunk bed, stepping over the cousins and getting into the living room of the apartment where my grandmother lived. And she's up late watching TV. And it was like the only time in life where one of us got out of bed at night and nobody got their ass whooped for it. Like she just received it. And she was like, oh, what are you doing up? And I said, well, I couldn't sleep. And she was watching this movie. I think she was watching Jesus of Nazareth or something. One of those. And Charlton Heston's on the screen. He playing John the Baptist. And my grandmother tells me, go get the mandarin oranges out of the cabinet. Come sit on my lap. She sat there and held me, and we just eating fruit, talking, and she just starts to explain everything that was happening on the screen, what the characters were doing. This is called acting. That's what it is they're doing. That's Charlton Heston, And then telling me about other movies, and she just explained how this person felt in this moment. That John the Baptist is this. He's amazing to everybody else, but now Jesus done showed up, and so by comparison, he feel hella insecure now, and that's why he's behaving the way he's behaving. And it blew my mind that the things that I watched on the screen, there was an understanding to it. There was a conversation that could be had around that thing. And I was probably 4 or 5. And then from that moment on, there was nothing else.
I love that.
Wow. That's what's up. What was your first reaction when you got the part of Ryan? What were you doing at the moment?
So I haven't even told Caleb or Ronnie this, but honestly, when they first came to me about it, they were like, "Hey, we want to do this chemistry read with another actress. Would you be willing to like come in and read?" And I just thought that they were asking me just to help out. Like I didn't think I was being considered. So I was like, "Oh yeah, of course, I fuck with y'all. I'll definitely. I got time. Let's do it. Do you want to read with a few people? No, it's just the one girl. Okay, cool. So we do the read, and they're like, "All right, Lance, we're gonna let you go." I'm like, "All right, cool. It was nice meeting you, and nice talking to y'all. Peace." And then they hit me later on. I'm like, "Yo, can you get back on the Zoom call?" And I'm thinking to myself, I was like, "Oh, what they want to do? Like maybe try more scenes or something, or maybe they got somebody else they want to read." And hop on and just us. And they said, "Yeah, so what do you think of the actress?" I said, "Oh, we had good chemistry. I think she'd be great for it. She definitely has something there where she could deliver that shit where Denise has those rough edges. I think she could deliver that shit. And that's tough."
Mm-hmm.
And they go, "Cool, cool, cool. So we want to offer you the part of Brian." I said, "What the fuck? That's what this was?" I thought you were just asking me to help out. I was so happy just to have this. I was like, "Ooh, shit! I get to help with a thing, and they're gonna cast the right girl. She's gonna kill it, and I'll get to watch it, and that's gonna be great." And I'll be like, "Hey, yeah, I helped that girl read," and I thought that was gonna be it. Like I had no fucking clue. I just thought, "Yo, like it's just lending a hand because that's what you do in this business,
Right.
The people you rock with, just if I can help you out, I can. It doesn't guarantee that you have to give me something or you have to put me on. I'm just gonna help you out because I want to, because it's all love." So when they offered me the job, man, it was such a good feeling. Such a good feeling because I didn't see it coming.
I love that. Well, you do an
He felt
amazing job.
bamboozled.
Thank you.
So the show is Tough Love. So I want to know, what is the toughest decision you ever had to make, like in your love life, if you don't mind sharing?
No, I don't mind sharing it all. So I moved to Los Angeles probably it was June, but not this past June, June before. So it's just been a little bit over a year now. And when I first came out here, I was engaged, and my fiance lived on the East Coast where I was coming from, and she had a daughter, and so that was itself a difficult choice where I had to sort of like, and one of my friends said it. He was like, he quoted the show The Crown, where he said the crown must always win, and you need to start looking at your career as the crown. Where like it doesn't mean these other things disappear or they don't mean shit. It doesn't take away from those other parts of our life, but this thing has to be served, a service, and taken care of. So if that means you got to go out there, you got to go out there, or you're just going to keep talking about it so you feel good because you're saying it out loud, and you're never going to do it. So I would say, in terms of tough love, just making that decision with myself to put the fucking car in reverse and back up the driveway. The hardest decision. Even like, gave the hugs and kisses goodbye, and my car is fully packed, but you just got to put that bitch in reverse. That's all you got to do. And it was the hardest thing imaginable because you're just like, I could not, though. I could just get out and walk back upstairs and unpack all my shit, and life will go on great. And now that relationship didn't work out, right?
Right.
So now here we are, where I look at it and I say, you know what? I'm not upset that it didn't work out because I still got that moment of making the hard decision and going through it from there. And that teaches you so much. It's invaluable.
Yeah, that's good. That's good that you have that in you where it's like you don't sit and like regret your big decisions. Like you just have to, know what's best for you.
Absolutely. 100%. You have to. I mean, well, we don't always know what's best for us. Sometimes we monkeying around and just
like,
figure some
that
shit out and be like, oops, that worked out. But then we always know that I made that choice and that's why it went that way. Yeah.
All right, so let's go into the recap. So the episode starts off. We find out that Rashad and Raymond are brothers, which was surprising news.
Yep.
They're on the phone with their mom, and you can instantly tell like Rashad is a mama's boy, and Raymond fights for her attention and love, and the mama pays him no mind. Like
At all.
He's asking for pictures, photos, and she's like, I don't know, maybe it's in the attic.
Possibly.
I'm telling you, I think she sold all his stuff at the yard sale.
Imagine though, like, wow, mama, you really don't love me.
Right?
I'm gonna tell Honey and Caleb and be like, hey, so I got an idea for season 2. We should have a flashback scene where Raymond's mama is.
No.
She was like, don't worry about this damn shirt no more.
So then the group goes into a deep conversation about like cancel culture and how stars like DaBaby and Tory Lanez have no self-control and then get away with it all. So like no real repercussion. Mm-hmm. And Raymond says Rashad knows all about that. Like he knows everything, but he gets away with everything. And that was Brian's cue of like, I'm going to head out, you know?
Brian is anti-conflict.
He's not about that life.
Tough questions come up. Shit get a little too zesty. I'm just going to go over here real quick. I don't need to be in this room for that.
I don't need a little too intense.
Brian is of minding his own damn business. That's what Brian is.
But then when it got loud, he peeked his head right back out like, oh, what's going on?
Because you could listen, you can say, okay, I'm going to go take a walk because y'all getting this negative shit and I don't got time for that. But hey, it's a lot of shouting around my lady now.
But okay.
Hold on.
Right.
You know what? I think that's one perspective, but
he showed up left on the couch.
Like he felt all that energy from these two grown men, and he left his girl right there.
Right there.
I think
right in the fire.
I think when we talked about story stuff, I was like, why is Brian getting up? What's motivating? Oh, Denise needs a drink. Okay, cool. I think that's what it was.
Okay. That's what it was.
That's not it. I'm making that shit up on the spot. That's not it at all.
We'll go with it. So Rashad and Raymond, they're arguing, getting loud, and Raymond says,
all your life you've been a mama's boy who never paid from his actions. You do dirt and people cover for you. You no different from these celebrities everybody talking about.
Oh, first of all, leave mama out of this.
Man, first thing you do is run to mama when you need emotional support. But who you run to when you need a financial handout? Me. Man, you owe me money right now, man.
And you know, anytime you bring up money in a fight, that's it. Like,
you owe me money, sir. Run that.
Right. So we got real.
Now you owe money right now.
Cash at me.
He called this grown man out.
In front of his lady, in front of his school. So he was hurt.
Seen. Okay, Rashad felt seen.
No.
Yes. So it turns out that Raymond's actually frustrated because Rashad left him on his own, like growing up, like he never looked out for him. And then Rashad goes, "So it's my fault. You were a loser when we were kids."
Like,
loser is a trigger
30.
word.
We're 30. Why are we talking about this, guys?
But see, that's how this kind of shit goes, right? Where what you end up really arguing about is so childish and dumb. Mm-hmm. But it's about where that shit stems. Like it starts because mom kept all your shit, didn't keep none of my shit, and didn't really half-ass act like she wanted to keep talking about it on the phone with me. Right. So now I just feel away, and now I'm just willing to throw jabs so I can make myself feel better. Yeah. So it's like a really interesting thing to watch. Like what you read the script, and you go, okay, bet that's cool. Okay, yeah. Oh, the tape read, that was dope. All right. And then you watch it acted out, and you start to see that sort of nuance there. You say, this guy is just really dealing with his own shit.
Yeah, he was big mad.
He's projecting it now onto the other brother who hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
You know? Yep. And then next thing you know is, well, you was a loser in school. Well, you got beat up. That's why your shoes ain't ever tied. Motherfucker, man. Like, it escalates so crazy. But you understand where it starts at, and then it doesn't seem so silly because you're like, oh, yeah, you know. That conversation just hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's much deeper than this. Mm-hmm. For sure. Mm-hmm. So it gets physical. Raymond pushes him, and everybody got to hold him back.
A little tussle, you know.
Tussle.
They almost knocked my little ass over. I said, God damn, baby, this ain't not a stunt man.
I'm Denise. I'm not stopping no grown men from fighting. I don't give a damn.
Yes.
So watch what you got to do.
Y'all handle that. I will not get involved.
No,
Somebody get him to take these boys outside.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
That's not
No,
me.
ma'am.
That's just not me. Because if they end up hitting me, now we have to box.
Now everybody's fighting. No.
No one's safe. Great.
Oh, say it ain't safe.
So then we go to was it Raymond's confession?
Jackson. Yep.
Yeah, so we find out that, for Raymond, as annoying as Rashad was, like, he lets him get away with a lot because he feels guilty for snitching on his brother, and Rashad ended up in juvie.
Mm-hmm.
You
That was
snitching?
you.
You
You
know?
was snitching?
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Like, how did that shape Rashad? Like that experience of going to juvie, how did that shape Rashad? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yes,
You
exactly.
got to pay the toll for all of that. Not just because
Mhm.
you snitched, but like that shit could have changed his life. You got to pay the cost for all that.
It did change
Yeah.
his life. And now Raymond looks at him like, oh, you always fucking up, and people always have to come to your rescue. But you kind of shaped that. You kind of played a role in
Right.
that.
100%.
Yep.
100%. Absolutely.
Right.
So it's a lot
But
of layers.
yeah, but even before that, when Jackson asked him about like his childhood trauma and how it affects his dating life, Raymond kind of got offended, like trauma. I ain't got that. But it's like, sir, your mom is a black woman who caters to your bad boy brother, which results in you not caring for black women because you feel like they only like thugs. Like it's all there. That's your childhood trauma. You don't even see that.
That's the brilliance of that writing, man.
Yes, I thought that was really good.
Because remember last episode we were talking about how he was just throwing Rashad under the bus. We thought that was just his friend. That's your brother.
That is your whole brother.
He was talking about him like he's dirt.
It's so interesting hearing y'all realize it on this episode, like, oh, that's his brother, because it's said literally here. Because for us, right, like we get to read the script and just know, like, you show up at the table and you're like, oh yeah, okay, you're playing so and so and so and so, they're brothers. Like it's already spread out for you. So when you start reading the script, you just already know the shit. It's
Right.
interesting to then hear from the audience who doesn't have the information, who's just getting it as it comes. They go, yo, episode 3, now I'm realizing they're brothers. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's so interesting just to think about like how the storytelling is paced out. Cause then all of a sudden the little static they have, if they're just friends, you'd be like, why the fuck is this that deep?
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
I wouldn't have static with the homie like that. I'd be like, bro, this can't be more work than my actual relationship. So nah. But it's your brother, then you go, oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
So Rashad basically leaves the house. Maya follows after him, and she kind of has to tell him about himself too and his lack of control over what he does and what he says, because he doesn't think that. Well, he seems to think that he's perfect. Like he's like, I'm not selfish. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not me.
Yeah.
That's not me. Right. He said, that's not you. Then he goes, well, maybe it is true.
Lily says it. Yeah, maybe that is true. Yeah.
It's not true. That's not true. Well, maybe.
It is. Like, she didn't even argue with you.
She didn't say nothing.
Argue with yourself, sir.
I love this scene too because you really get to see this chemistry between Maya and Rashad where it's real talk. There's no bullshit here, but it's not like it's not conflict in a deeper sense. It's just, look, I disagree with you, and I'm letting you know about yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
And by the end of it, you see how he loves this woman so much. You go, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Fuck it, man. Let's go back up in the house. And Lauren Wilkins acts her ass off. There's little moments in this scene. She just gets to it.
Yeah, she was good this episode too. Yeah. But it got crazy when a neighbor went to say, "Hey, Rashad."
I don't know why.
Like, ma'am, I'm having a heated conversation. Go to your car. But do you remember her from Pillow Talk?
I do not.
I wonder if she's. She played Jason's friend. And I think her name was Ashley on that show too.
Everybody's moving over
It's
to
the whole
West
universe.
Coast.
Yeah.
The whole universe going on.
And she caused trouble in that show too.
Yeah, so she had to leave New York too.
She had to get away.
She said, "Look, she got a little too steamy over there. I
gotta see what LA about."
They got sunshine all year. I mean, I can do that for a bit. Look, she probably walked up like, "Who the fuck is Rashad talking to?"
Right. But mind you, he never even introduced Maya as his girl or said, like, do you guys know each other? He just stood there. I'm like, girl, this is embarrassing.
So for y'all, for ladies, so when you're with your man and another woman comes up, and they don't, let's say man or woman comes up, but they don't introduce you as their girl. Is that like is that a bad move? Is that some shit we all be like, okay, you're just not gonna introduce me as your girlfriend though?
If we've already established that we are in a committed relationship and he does not do that, I'm now looking at him differently because that is ultimate disrespect. And I feel like I would already establish that standard that when we see other people, we introduce ourselves as who we are to other people.
Yeah, because like it seems like you're hiding something. Why can't she know I'm your girlfriend?
Right.
We go everywhere else. Oh, this is my girl. This is my lady. And we go here. Oh, this is Brittany.
Right.
Oh.
But he didn't say anything. That's the bad part.
I'm not Brittany at the house. I'm not Brittany right now.
What?
God damn.
Now all of a sudden I'm Brittany. What?
Oh, now I'm Brittany. Nah, I want that shirt too. Oh, now I'm Brittany. Right.
Let me write that down.
Basically looking at me crazy at the gas station. Why his shirt say that?
Now I'm Brittany.
Oh, now I'm Brittany. All right, bet. No, I see where you at with it. All right, okay.
Yes. But I don't know, like Ashley was giving kind of chill vibe, like, okay, he helped me with my car, but he was acting very uncomfortable, like antsy.
Yeah.
Like making it hot.
It didn't feel like she wasn't really doing no shit that would have raised a red flag. It's just his response to the shit.
Exactly.
You're not low.
He was acting like a little boy, and I didn't respect it. I didn't respect it.
We never respected him since episode 1.
And then Maya's showing her ass by like yelling, and I'm like, girl, this is embarrassing.
Doing a lot. But she had the track record of always cheating, so she never trusted him. She's like, I can't even trust you in front of my own house.
It ain't safe nowhere, girl. I don't know what to tell you.
It ain't safe.
So later that evening, while Rashad is trying to run her a bath and light some candles, she's in her room just reminiscing about her brother. And he comes and just ruins her memory. And she dead said, leave me alone. Like, go away.
She did. You weren't having that at all. So nah, son, move your ass.
And he don't know how to speak English. He said, I ran you.
I drew you. I made you.
What they say? What they call it?
What they be saying on the shows.
I'm so disappointed. I'm like, oh my God.
You're trying to be sweet. You don't even know what the verbiage of what you're doing. Have a seat.
That's why she said, leave me alone. Go away.
But listen, the only reason I do like that shit though is that like that's real shit. Whereas a dude, you try to do something real sweet for your lady and you fuck up some part of it. If you fuck up the thing itself, or you fuck up explaining it and say some goofy shit like, I drew you to ran you to with you. What the fuck is that? This played out so much better in my brain when I was down the hall 2 seconds ago.
What I was thinking about it.
And what the fuck just happened with my mind and my body? It's a fucking big bowl of hot water over here and a bottle of wine. Get your ass out of bed. So I like that they had it that way because this is real shit. Like you stutter, you stumble, you don't get it right all the time.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That is true.
I like that. That was real.
I was still disappointed.
He said, "Nah, there's no break for her. I think not."
Only because it's Rashad.
Yes, he had right. He ruined it.
So late at night, Raymond goes on the dating apps, and he matches with this girl named Kristen, and he's getting schooled by sis because he talks about how females always want to watch Girlfriends, and she said, let me educate you on something right here, right now.
She had time. Mm-hmm. She pressed pause on Girlfriends and had the time.
She had the time. Netflix said, are you still watching? No.
She said, no, I have to educate a young black brother.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
So she educates him, like, don't call us females, we're human beings.
How did you feel about that?
I agree. I actually don't like when people say females because I feel like we don't.
Can you edit it out? We don't. I said female earlier. Can you edit that out? I don't even want that in there no more now.
It's there. People are going to know who you truly are.
Too late. Damn.
It's locked. It's locked.
They're gonna learn who the real Lance is.
Right,
Okay.
y'all gonna have me canceled. They're gonna be like, "And fuck this guy on the web series."
Are you talking about Team Brian? Okay.
Oh, it's over now.
Oh no! Delete.
Team is gone.
Control Alt Delete.
But I definitely felt that, like, because we don't go around talking about, oh my god, all males do is play 2K.
Yeah.
We don't talk like that. So it's like, why is like, oh, females? Yeah, I don't like that. So I definitely love the knowledge she was dropping on him and had him thinking like, never saw it that way.
He was soaking up that information. I said,
yeah,
congratulations, congratulations.
I really like too that it wasn't like, you know, another main character giving him that. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't one of the core characters giving him this education. It was a total stranger in this little message, because that's how life goes too, where you just say the wrong shit and the right person in a weird set of circumstances at the car wash be like, young man, real quick for a second, before you put your foot on the gas, let me just tell you
Set you
something.
straight.
And you're like, and that shit, you get in the car, man, this motherfucker mind his business. But you think about this shit, go, you know what? Maybe the OG was right. Look,
Right.
call him the OG. It was just a motherfucker at the gas station. Now all of a sudden they got respectable names. But
The OG.
I love that, man. I love that.
Yeah, because in any other instance, it definitely would have been Story, because she always has something to say about
Yeah.
anything Raymond does.
Yeah, absolutely. As you should.
I think that was what was interesting to me, is how, I don't know what this woman was. I think she was she black? She wasn't black, right? She was like Spanish, non-black woman. He was so patient. Yeah, the one that was texting him, he was so patient and willing to like soak in all that information. But it seems like when he talks to black women, he doesn't want to hear what they have to say.
He has his guard up.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to attack him.
From reading the script, it's not explicitly said what the race of the woman is he's talking to. It's kind of given to us in a way that like it's the girl that he matched with in the last you saw. I just matched with this little baddie.
Oh.
I think it might be meant to be that. I don't know for sure, but I think if it's not expressly said, looking at how you're seeing it, where it's like this is how he talks to these women, this is how he talks to these women. That's more interesting to explore and examine, as opposed to just go, well, we don't know who she is and what she is and whatever. So maybe that is the case, man. That's interesting, because I never noticed that before. Y'all put me on. Shit, I'm about to talk.
I mean, this is what we do. This is what we do.
I'm gonna just call y'all when I watch everything and be like, real quick, I'm pretending on it. Y'all busy?
And we got you.
This is what we do.
But you got, as men, we got to have this space. Like I said, a group of two sisters, and now being a grown man out on your own, living by yourself, you don't have those conversations with those women all the time, every day anymore. You don't have somebody come behind you and be like, "Hey, pick that shit up and do this," and or you put on so much cologne. You don't have those things happening anymore. So you got, as men, we got to put ourselves in positions where we can be okay with being in the friend zone, because getting that information from our female friends is so pivotal to our success in our relationships.
Yes.
Preach on.
Yes. It's okay to be in the friend zone.
It is. And it doesn't
that's the
lesson.
lesson.
Shit. It's not the long game.
The lesson is, gentlemen, it's okay to be in the friend zone.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine. When I see dudes interact with women, I just feel like he don't got no sisters. That's my first thought. He has no sisters. He has no sisters.
Right.
If he had one sister at least, this should have go totally different. Watch.
And his relationship with his mom wasn't the best. So
okay.
There we have it.
Now we talk.
There we have it.
There we have it.
Listen, we are. Come on, y'all.
That's another show. Hold up. There we have it.
You giving us all the merch. I love it.
Jot this shit down. Type it or something.
Yeah, we have it.
Real quick, let me ask y'all, what do you think about Story's date on this episode?
We about to talk about that right now.
We're doing that right now.
Oh, my fault. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Let's go. Let's get into it. First, we see her confessional with Jackson. Yep. And he asked her about, like, do you think your parents have anything to do with your dating life now? In Story, she tells her story.
I grew up with a single mom. She did a lot of dating, but still has yet to find Mr. Right. I think that's secretly in the back of my mind while dating. I've never seen amazing Black unions up close, and I want it so bad because it feels almost impossible to have.
This is Mission Impossible for her.
I
If she chooses
know.
to
Yeah.
accept.
But at least she says almost impossible. Unlike Rashad last episode, he said that's unachievable. It can't happen.
I'm surprised he even knew that
about
word.
Lance?
Like, God damn, who hurt you, sir?
What you thought about how he was talking about how men, it's impossible for them to be like, I guess, faithful in monogamous relationships?
I don't think that shit's true. You know, and the reason I say that is because, look, like everybody, man or woman, come across a point where you got your person you're with, but you see something else and you go, ooh. And every one of my guy friends, I call my 5 fingers of death. Those guys, if I ever were to go out here in a relationship and see something else and just get curious, the most I could do is make jokes and have conversation about it with them. If I tried to engage, they'd be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? We know, Shorty. We know you got a good thing because you talk about how it's a good thing. And we like her. So what the fuck are you doing?
I love that. Because you have some friend groups that enable it. Like, yo,
Nah.
you see her?
Nah.
Some of these
You gotta
boys.
have good people
My
around
friends
you.
will throw these hands. Like, nah, what the fuck are you doing, sir? Get your ass out that car. You know?
Love to see it.
We're not do. And they'll tell you, listen, you do what you gotta do, but you're not gonna do that shit on my time, so that then Shorty feel like when you with me it's some bullshit. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yep.
Gotta hold your brothers accountable.
So I disagree with the character. Well, the character of Rashad had to say, because I know Jamie don't feel like that. But I disagree with Rashad there on that topic. But it's also interesting to get the different perspectives because that leads us into these kind of conversations, right?
Exactly. So, which we see Story on her like a backyardigan movie date.
That's what it was.
Maybe you say backyard.
It was.
I'm sick of you. I'm signing off. I can't do it.
That's what I saw. What did you see?
I mean, you saw something else, Liam?
No, I didn't. And I'm watching it as we're talking about it. I've watched this so many times.
That was what I saw.
I witnessed that too.
I'm not gonna lie, it was cute. The setup was cute. A little projector and some wine and a cheese plate. That was fun.
Listen, I know cinematography is what it is, so it looks good to have the characters backlit. But let's be real for a second. Both they whole heads is in front of this whole goddamn screen. You ain't gonna see shit. I want to know whatever the movie was had to be bad because they said, "Fuck, I can't see shit anyway." So you like wine?
Exactly. So you want to watch a movie? She said, "I like talking to you."
It ain't because she liked him. She said, "We can't see this motherfucker anyway. Why he want?"
We can't. Right. Let's just talk.
You know, good goddamn well, I can't see this fucking movie. His big ass head in the screen. My head big. Listen, let's just have a conversation. Fuck the movie.
Yes, but they I guess they had a vibe. Like they was kikiing, had a cute conversation. It was a cute date.
It was.
So she goes home. She has a moment to herself. Takes out the vibrator and
she wore herself out.
What didn't she? She was disheveled,
and she is in a different spot in the bed. I said, I don't.
Yes, she was passed out, hair all messed up. Girl,
she wore herself out. Which one is this?
What's the link?
Listen,
What's the link?
I don't know too much, but that'll sound like those are some new batteries.
Brand new.
That's
okay, girl.
She had that Tesla.
Tesla? Oh wow.
I can't.
Oh man, Cameron gonna listen to this and kick my ass. She's like, "Why you getting me and say all that?"
Right. All right. So she gets a text from the date. Oh my God, I had so much fun. It was amazing. Can't wait to see you again. You know, the cute little end of the night text.
Yes.
Good night.
He did a good job, in my opinion.
He did a good job. We love that. We love to see that.
We love follow through, you know.
We love it. We don't get it enough.
So what you're saying, ladies, I just want to make sure because I know y'all got a male audience. What you're saying is that follow through after the date is a good thing.
Yes.
It's a very good thing.
Thirsty, it's acceptable, it's endearing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Hey,
Especially in New York, where you're taking the train home after a date sometimes. Send a text like, you got home okay? I had a great night. Have a good night. Something like that. We need that.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute.
It makes us think we're on your mind.
Gentlemen, if you listen,
Write it down.
okay,
Take notes, guys.
tune in. You might be, you might be fucking it up right here. Shit went good, and you just didn't send that text talking about some. Nah, I don't want her to think I'm too thirsty or this and this and that. Nah,
We're too old for that. We are too old for that to still be thinking, oh no, I don't want to think I'm thirsty. Show us that you actually like us. Like,
that's what we want to see.
Don't have us confused. Like, does he actually like me? Because he didn't even check to see if I'm alive.
right? And see, this is I would have trouble dating in New York because I'm like a walk to the door type of dude. So if we in Brooklyn, you got to get to Queens. I'm like, baby, that's like 45 minutes on the train. I don't know.
You ain't gonna.
I don't know.
What, you have to send in the Uber?
Street, like,
Come on, I live in Queens, so you're making it look bad for us. It's not that bad.
It's just a long goddamn ride.
Wow.
Look, if it one thing you say, all right, let me just walk. We had dinner. It's over by you. Let me walk you back to your spot. Then I hop on the train. Have a good night. But y'all don't send that text neither.
So what? You took us out. What the hell?
What in the world?
Oh, well, you can't text me and be like, hey, you got back home safe?
I actually do text sometimes.
You do that? Good for you. I never had nobody do that. I'm skinny and if I get on the train at 4 a.m., text me. Make sure I'm good.
I'm a small guy. Too, guys. Ladies, I feel
all right, fine. Ladies, check on the guys. Make sure they get home safe.
Thank you.
Guys are humans too.
Yes.
Text us.
And
text us back.
And text us back.
Shit.
I can't. All right, so what happens next? Denise calls Story, right? And Story tells her about her amazing day. She decides to see where it goes. And Denise asks...
And he's cool with the whole celibacy situation?
Surprisingly, yeah. He didn't even try anything, unlike most of these guys that I be going on dates with.
Men are such trash.
I'm like, girl, isn't your fiance in the other room?
Yes.
Like, you're just grouping all men as trash.
Yes.
Which I hate. Like, we gotta stop as women grouping all men. Like, I feel like that just puts such a negative.
Men do the same thing.
True.
They do.
Bitches be like this. Females be like this.
Females.
We all
they do.
We're all horrible people.
We can't do that.
And it's interesting that you pointed out, like, her fiance being in the next room, because how it was initially written, it was Brian and Denise on the bed together, and she has this phone call.
Oh, she got balls.
And she would do that, though.
Right, but then as we went through, it was like, it makes more sense, because one, shooting it, it's like, this looks exactly like earlier. We got to mix it up and change it somehow. But also, if she says this shit, it's ice cold if she says it in front of him.
Yeah.
If she says it without him in the frame, it's just women having a conversation.
True.
You know what I mean? It's just real talk. Right.
Yeah.
And that's not no man's business. That's not no man's business. Stay out of women's business.
Right. Stay in a man's place.
We ain't talking about you, but we talking about you. So stay over there.
Right.
Mind your goddamn business.
So Denise says, like, men are so terrible that we praise them for common decency.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting because, like,
a
guy will say something, do something so simple, and we're like, girl.
Guess what he did?
Girl. He said hello today. Can you imagine?
Right. He spelled it right and everything. He put an exclamation point. He was excited. No, he said hello.
Yes.
He couldn't wait.
What? And but it's sad though, like, that we get excited for things that men should be doing already.
Yeah.
It's sad.
They don't have.
But that's dating.
I'm telling you, they don't have sisters. Ladies, if I give you any piece of advice, only date men that have a sister. Only the men that have a sister. Period.
And one sister, two sisters doesn't matter.
Well, just at least one.
At least one. Gotcha.
So you gotta look at it as a gradient of scale, right? You got one sister, you get a better guy. Two sisters, well shit. Three sisters, this is really good, but it's getting into a space where he got four sisters and sometimes he paint his nails and shit. You know what I mean? Like it might get it might start to reach. So find the balance.
Yes. And also pay attention to their relationship with their mother.
Yeah.
That's a big thing too.
Absolutely. Well, I'll say this. Not just what the current relationship is with the mother, but if it's not great, how it's being worked on. Because we all don't have great relationships with our parents. You know what I mean? We all got some shit we got to talk about. But if I date a woman and she don't have the best relationship with her father, but I know that she's like, I need to call my pop today because I haven't talked to him in a little while, and I really want to call him, but like, it'd be fucked if I didn't.
Right.
I look at that and go, well, shit, man, this is the woman that's going to talk to my kids one day, maybe. And she could say from an honest place, listen, I know you don't want to talk to your pop because he's kind of a pain in the ass. He doing all this Hollywood shit now. But maybe you just call him real quick and just tell him something. You know what I mean? Like, you need to know, and we see it right there in the early stages.
Yep. Pay attention.
That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all heard me?
You almost made me spit this beverage.
What you sipping on over there?
Listen, mind your business.
Like that.
He is a rude.
Let's do it. Let's get you a sponsorship. I'm having Jameson Ginger Ale.
Yes,
always a strong choice.
That's a grown man drink. All right, so Denise tells Story to look at like the Black Love Exists page for like inspiration for engagement photos, right? And Story ends up seeing, oh boy, she just backyardiging.
Yes.
She sees him pose up talking about when your wife is your best friend. Wow.
Niggas ain't shit.
That's crazy.
Some of them.
And then she tells Denise this, and Denise is like, with a woman? No, girl, with a man. How dare you even ask that?
You never know.
But that's an interesting space too, because there's a mentality. Some motherfuckers will be like, "Well, what's with a dude?" I mean, so it's not another woman, sis. You alright?
I know, like personally, if it was with another man, I would have said that in one sentence. So,
right, that would have been the whole sentence.
Right.
Like, he's on this with a man. Yeah.
She was like, why is that the first question she asked though?
Right.
That was weird.
Denise is different.
Denise is different.
We need to ask questions. I'm trying to find like, so why did Denise ask that question?
Yeah.
Maybe Denise looking for something that Brian not bringing to the table. She said, "Ooh, girl, with another man? No. Oh, never mind.
Oh, well, you all right? What, girl?
No, yeah, leave him then. Fuck it. Boring ass.
Right, now he's bored. So then Raymond comes in with wine and wants to know, like, why is she looking so sad?
What a good dude.
Great guy. I mean, he just got educated by that last woman, so he's a changed man at this point.
And I gotta confirm, because I've been rewatching this as we talk. It was a white woman that he was messaging, so I think your theory still sits.
Okay,
and it's
still there.
A very interesting point of view. Like
Put a pin in that, guys.
I didn't want to get that. I think you're 100% there.
Yeah, I mean,
thank you.
Hello, Seriously Podcast.
Act like you know.
So he's like, how do you women, like he already stopped using females.
Yeah.
How do you women find everything? And listen, women are born with the training of the FBI agent. Like, we're just born with that.
Yeah.
And some men continue to try to play us when we're going to find out.
What is?
We may not act on it. Some women may not act on it, but they know.
We're never blind, ever.
There's that phrase, stop me if you heard it. It said, whatever's done in the dark comes to the light.
Hello?
We know that phrase.
You, of course,
definitely know it.
It was probably a woman that said it.
Of course. A woman's intuition. What you know about that?
Hey, listen. Men, ladies, men, we're not good liars. Don't convince you. We're not good.
We let you
At
guys
all.
lie. We let you
We're
guys
not
lie.
good at all. We're not good at all. And as soon as we get caught, we're gonna cry or get mad. That's all
Oh,
that's gonna
talk
happen.
about it.
Oh, and
That's all
then
gonna
storm
happen.
out.
Oh baby, I just wanna no,
Yeah.
fuck you in my phone. That's the only
You
two
guys,
things that's gonna happen.
you
You
guys
They love
cry.
to switch it
dude.
You
and
guys,
switch the
you
blame.
guys like to say you're
Yeah.
about to kill yourselves. Like y'all be doing
Uh,
the
God
absolute most.
damn, who the fuck are you dating? God damn.
It's not me. It's not me.
It's been me before. It's been me.
Only them. God damn. What are you doing to his phone?
I've heard of so many
I'm
stories
gonna
of
kill
guys being
myself.
like, "I'm gonna hurt myself if you don't take me back." Like they do the dramatics.
Man, no. I'm sorry. That's just a red flag.
Yeah. They got some trauma
We
that they are
all
not dealing with, and they
been
put it
through
out on
that
you.
breakup, but it ain't that.
Yeah.
The first
Mm-mm.
time you had that real rough breakup, and then tell me what it was like when you met the person after that. You said, this shit ain't so goddamn bad.
Right. It just hurts at that moment, but you get
You'll get
over
over
it.
it.
Immediately. You do.
Yeah.
You will survive.
That you will.
No matter what you said, just tickled me.
So, Raymond tells story about the girl on the app, and he won't admit that he's feeling her for some reason. Like I think it's to keep the door open with Story, because we already think that Story and Raymond have this
Energy.
chemistry, energy, flirtation, energy, and I feel like she's like, "You like her?" He's like, "I mean, I ain't say all that. You do though, because you was you was smiling, talking to her for hours."
Why'd you bring her up then? Why did you bring her up?
Right.
Facts.
You just randomly telling me that you were talking to a woman just to randomly tell me that you're talking to a woman.
Right.
I just want you to know that, like, shorty's on my phone, you know what I mean? Like, or it's
Right.
not you, like, we so friends. No, I think, but maybe it's a place of shame because he knows the woman he's talking to, right? And then if he gets too invested in saying how he feels, then she might come with the question of, oh, so it's another white girl or what? Or you
So she will.
this time? Is that what it's? And he's gonna have to answer that. And
So do
so
you think he's ashamed of dating white girls or non-black women?
I don't think he's ashamed of it. I think because of him talking to Story, he doesn't want to take it down that road again with the conversation.
Yeah.
And on one hand, I can admire that because he knows if he takes it to that space, that conversation begins to be about him, and she's the one that needs to be consoled. And so it's a dual win. I don't bring this thing up to certain details, and I don't have to feel embarrassed about this thing. It also, we can keep the conversation about you, and that's the whole reason I brought this wine in here so we could just focus on you. And then we gotta ask ourselves, as men in these situations, look, if you don't make it about you, maybe it's better off in the long run. Maybe you let it be about her for a change. Maybe you just listen.
Okay. I can see that.
You
Because now
say,
I see it.
maybe you just listen to Shorty tonight.
Right.
And she don't gotta be a girl for you to listen to her. Who says it gotta be romantic for a woman to deserve your ear?
Come on, Lance.
Preaching
Educate
tonight.
them.
Preaching
Listen,
tonight.
I got two sisters. I don't know what to tell y'all.
He said, "Get two sisters, get like me."
Yeah, two
Right.
sisters. Listen, I'm ladies.
Put
I'm
that on
telling
the
you,
shirt.
they only date men with sisters.
Let's do it. So he decides, he listens, and he's like, let me help you. Let's do something fun. And they decide to he said, let's go and teach this dude a lesson. She said, say more. Don't you mean say less? Like,
Yeah, I noticed that too. I said, "Is that a LA thing?"
say more.
I didn't notice that. I'm putting the subtitles on. Hold on, because I need to actually get it now.
I was like, "Sis, do you mean say less? Are you trying to keep up with the kids? What's going on?"
Right. Say more. Like, that's different. Okay.
You know what? I feel I just watched it now. I feel like that's probably one of those takes where you done fucked up and said the wrong shit, but that's what's in the edit. It just is what it is now.
It is what it is. Say more. Hashtag say more.
We peep it all. We peep it all.
But they go egg his car and they silly string it up.
Yeah.
And that's their revenge.
He cheered her up. That was nice of him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real cute.
Truthfully, I come from the space of growing up doing auto body and painting cars and all that shit. They fucked his car up. That's gonna be expensive.
Yeah.
That's gonna be expensive as hell.
At least they didn't do spray paint.
No,
Mm-hmm.
he's getting a full court paint job. That shit is over with.
But it was silly string. Now come on.
No, they threw eggs at his car.
Oh yeah.
That's over with. You know how hot it is here?
He survived. I mean, he was on a date, but he was married. So
No. His shit is over with.
Okay, but did he die?
I think that's fair.
You know what? I'm putting it together now. You're right.
He's
I
married.
think he'll be fine.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
I hope his wife is the one who sees it, and then he got
I hope
complain
so.
these goddamn kids in this neighborhood and these eggs. I can't do it
So
no more.
nobody else's car got eggs.
Blame it on the neighborhood, right?
This week,
Why your car?
Chris, what the fuck is going on?
though?
These goddamn kids and these eggs. I can't do it. You gonna sound
Blame it on the kids. Blame it on the youth. Come on.
like Scooby Doo? I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you motherfucking kids.
Nah. I hope the wife is smart. Listen, she needs to figure it out.
Yeah, immediately.
So that means he was having that date in his house. If she knew where he lived, it was his back. Where was the wife?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. God damn, that's scandalous.
You are bold. Wow.
Man, listen, motherfuckers do a lot of dirt, right? And ain't nobody innocent. We've all done our fair share, but there's a certain space that you gotta just go, all right, but that's too much.
Yeah.
You done brought the motherfucker up in your house. All right, fam. Come on now. Come on. Your lady done helped you pick out paintings and plants, and you done walked shorty through here and acted like, yeah, well, I'm just really interested in architectural design and home aesthetics.
So let's go, Denise and Brian.
Let's talk about it. But be gentle. Be gentle, all right?
We said nobody is safe.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
Welcome to Seriously
Nah, I like y'all, man.
Thank you.
Y'all got.
Oh, thank you.
So they're both in bed. They're working. He's a little stressed because business is booming.
He can't even keep up. Like,
I mean, he got problems to solve, but these are good problems. We like these problems. She lies and says, "Oh, I wish I could help you, but busy doing my own work."
Right.
She loves to lie. I wish I could help you, but busy.
I can't.
So much to do.
It's so interesting hearing this perspective. It's so interesting.
So he suggests, a break, spend some quality time together. And she got spicy all of a sudden. I don't know what he said that pissed her off, but
she snaps. And he was real cute about it. He said, help your man.
Right, he even
help your man.
Friendly section. When you say you want to take a second to help your man out with his work, touch the leg. Boom.
But she almost broke his wrist. Oh my God.
Do you want to help me out with this? Whatever. You want to help me with this paperwork real quick and touch my thigh? Say, what kind of paperwork do you have, so-and-so?
So-and-so.
I had to make a name.
What kind
Miss
of
Williams, what kind of paperwork do we have? It sounds like it might be an assault charge, right? You go, oh, let's go play with it. That's where you at with it. And instead, she kind of shuns him. And it's tough because, look, like, we all get in our space where you're working on your shit, I'm working on my shit, and one of us hits the wall first. All right, I'm done writing. I'm done doing this. I'm done doing that. I can't send no more emails no more. The fuck are you doing? Let's hang out because I'm sick of it. And we in COVID. We in the house. There's nothing else to do, and I don't want to work no more.
Right.
Spend time with me. Focus on me now. But the other person is like, my nigga, I need another hour on this before we can even do that. You know what I mean? And that space kind of lingers there weirdly, but it was necessary for Denise, where her character was, to shun him so hard. But goddamn, she
almost broke his wrist. My God.
Also,
She's like, what did I say last time? How many times do I have
I'm
to
like, is that
tell
your
you?
mom?
She said, "What the-"
Ma'am,
So how would y'all approach that situation?
I would help him. Like, I feel like we should be able to help each other. Like, he should be able to help the wedding. Like, this is a business that, you know, I should support. Like, Denise doesn't support this
Yeah.
business. She doesn't respect it. So that's why she's acting like that. But I know I would.
Now, what if you was Brian? How would you handle that?
I definitely said, what the hell's your problem? Relax.
Yeah. I
Immediately.
don't like that. Yeah. I wish Brian would share how he feels more. He doesn't.
Oh.
Instead, he does.
He mumbles a lot. He doesn't speak with his chest, and I don't
Yeah.
know what he's saying.
Yeah.
I relax. Relax. Y'all talk about just me because that's just me performing.
He, like, she be snapping,
and
then
he mumbles. But I was like, I do that. That's
he
no, that's
be
just Lance.
mumbling.
That ain't that's just Lance.
No, that's
He be
Brian.
mumbling. She be like, what? And he's like, nothing. Like, he's scared of her or something.
You know, she says, I have enough on my plate. And he says, I paid for that plate. And I thought that was just shots fired. That's what he said.
Bro, I even put the subtitles. I'm like, what did he say? Say it with your chest, because I don't know what he said.
I had to rewind 2 or 3 times.
He said
but that's
so
what he
fast
said.
and mumbled it so fast. I was just like, what you said?
So can y'all rock with a dude that's like that when he
No.
mumbles? No, you need something more assertive.
A little more assertive, yes. I can't stand a man that's almost intimidated. Like, that's not
So
attractive.
it's about the strength, right? Like you prefer something a little stronger than what you've seen so far.
Yeah, but don't think you're gonna put your hands on me. I'm not talking about that kind of shit.
No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that at all. I don't mean that at all. I just want to go. I just want to look at it now. Now that you said you need somebody a little more assertive and a little more strong, and then ask you, how is it different than what Denise is asking for?
What's she asking for?
Somebody a little bit stronger, a little more
Is she
assertive.
asking for that?
When did she ask for that?
You know, it was one of them scenes. She asked.
You ahead, brother. You ahead. Cause all she talked about was the wedding.
I feel like we see mostly how she feels about his business. Like,
she don't like
you chose. Yeah, she's like, you chose this entrepreneur life. You handle it. It's not my problem.
Yeah,
it's
you know,
so
I don't think
weird.
Denise
That is so
said
weird.
wrong. She's just fucking ice cold about the shit.
Yeah.
Right.
She's not wrong. Yo, listen, I got to do my thing, so I don't have the time to help you because I can't do my thing and help with your thing.
Yeah.
And I kind of need a partner that's okay with being able to handle their own shit, and I don't really have to help because they understand I have a whole bunch on my plate too.
It's the way
But it's
you
not delivered
communicate
that
it
way.
and your tone.
It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
There you go.
It's actually both in this case.
Yeah.
Right. Because Brian's not assertive and clear enough.
Because she does need to communicate what she wants, and she needs to say it in a softer tone.
Yes.
Bedside manner is not there in that relationship. And Brian's too soft, I think.
Oh yes.
You know, but that's the space of being a man who. Let me be clear here. This is not me. Brian being a man who admires this absolute strength so much because he doesn't have it within him. He doesn't have the faculties to really be able to gauge and operate in that space. He just admires and loves that shit. But he doesn't have it in him to still go, oh, wait, but hold on. But in this moment, I kind of got to stand my ground.
Right.
All right, right now, I'm going to put the pants on. Right now, I got to do that because you wilding out a little bit.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that. And so there's a balance. And I think what fucks up their relationship or where they hit a bump, they're not fuck up, but where they hit a bump in their relationship is him praising and admiring her strength so much in their history. And then when that strength becomes a problem, he doesn't know how to grab his own strength.
Yeah.
And it's any relationship where you praise an aspect of this person until it becomes a problem, but you've praised it for so long. And you've also then tricked yourself because you've admired it for so long. You don't know how to say anything against it. And it's not that it would ruin that person if you did so. You should, so there's good communication. But you've just put it on a pedestal at this point that you don't know how to go against it. Brian has put her strength on a pedestal. He doesn't know how to go against it.
It's interesting that you say he puts her on this pedestal of like being this strong black woman, because a lot of women don't even want to be called that. And I think a lot of men make the mistake of constantly saying that, thinking that it's like a huge compliment. Like sometimes women, we don't want to be called strong. It's like we have to be
Yeah,
strong because there's no one
We
else
have to be.
there
yeah.
to be strong
Mhm.
for us.
Shit. Okay, excuse me. You right? I'm wrong.
So no,
Listen,
it's
brother.
like interesting that you say this is what he praises her for, and it's like
Yeah,
she probably gets upset about that. Like, stop calling me this strong woman. Stop looking at me as this
Mm,
strong woman.
mm,
That's probably why she's so
mm.
aggressive towards him.
yeah.
Yeah. No shit.
She probably all her life she probably was that person that people like, can you help me with this? Can you do this?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Right,
like I
right,
just
right.
wanna can I just do my thing? Like I don't
Would
tired of like
you
helping.
can I be vulnerable?
Yeah.
Mm,
Can somebody else hold it for a second?
Yeah.
right.
I wonder what
Okay.
their love language is. For her, it probably may be acts of service, because she's always had to
I
take
think
care of things and she wants someone else to do that.
I think y'all should keep watching,
Okay.
and you'll get those answers
All
Okay.
for
right, all
sure.
right. Let's just do the question, common concerns real quick.
Let's dive into it.
I want to start off asking, is Story depressed? Do we need to
Mm,
get her some help?
Mm,
mm.
Because that whole
She
moment when she was like, I'm tired, and then he said, oh, okay, good night. She said, I'm not sleepy, I'm just tired. Girl, what?
sounded like her.
right.
I'm not
Not
tired.
the first. Not yet. Damn, y'all both did it. What the
That's what she
fuck?
sounds.
That was wild. All right now.
Yeah, that's a question we have to ask. She's very, very monotone, and she
Yes.
has a lot of questions about the world and what's going on. And
And even her
um,
like mission to find
Yeah.
black love, it's like,
mm,
if you can't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else,
come
sis?
through.
All right. That's a great question.
Mm,
Great question.
that's a very great
I wonder
question.
if we'll get an answer in season 2.
Oh,
So we're not gonna get it answered in season 1.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
You just gave an exclusive.
He did. Sir,
Nope.
Now
sir,
he's quiet.
Nope.
sir.
Hello. Hello. Mary. Mary.
You hear us.
You just know that Brittany not on the line. He said, Mary.
Mary.
Very right.
I don't hear you.
Brittany's connection unstable.
I know Brittany shit cuts out, but Mary, you there? I don't. I don't hear you right now.
Leave me alone.
Wow.
Brittany got that Cricket Wireless, but I just Mary, if you're there, Mary, did you know?
Y'all gonna leave my connection alone. Okay, I guess it's a comment. How you know how Jackson is like when he was talking to Raymond, he's like, "Come on, you can share. This is a safe space."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "How safe is this space?"
Why are
Because
you
in New
lying to
York,
them?
you're lying. Because in New York, everything was leaked. Every single thing was leaked out, and I know, and I can't wait for the reveal because you know there's going to be a reveal.
Of course.
Rashad's going to find out that Raymond sent him to juvie, and it's going to be a mess, and I'm excited to see it.
Wow. Wow.
If you
You
didn't know,
know
we
it's going
live
to
for
happen.
drama. Okay.
We live for it. We live for
Wow.
it.
Those
That's
are
going to be.
interesting theories.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maya gonna find out
You
how
know I can't.
Raymond feels
You know
also.
I can't say shit. So I just
You can say. I mean, you can give exclusives. We don't mind.
nah.
We don't judge.
You're wilding right now. Nah. Those are very intriguing theories.
Thank you.
You've got some interesting ideas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm.
What'd you say about Maya, Mary?
Oh, she's gonna find out how Rashad feels about her. His status is, I'm living.
Hmm.
I'm living. Oh,
Hmm.
loved it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It still baffles me that when Jackson asked about her relationship status, she was like, I don't know. Why don't you have a conversation with him and say, what are we doing?
I'm really curious about their
Yeah.
history. Like,
That would be cool to watch, wouldn't it?
wow. Somebody's been trained.
Right. PR got him on locked. Okay.
PR got him
That would be
on
pretty
lock.
cool, wouldn't
He
it?
is
That'd
mute.
be cool.
So that's intriguing. Okay.
Well, it sounds like that's what you'd like to say.
We do.
What about Denise and Brian?
Not gonna make it to the altar. They're not making
You
it.
don't think they'll make it to the altar?
She made that Pinterest board for what? No.
She's just looking for a husband. She don't
Okay,
care
hold
who
on,
it
hold on, hold
is.
on. No. Why don't you think they'll make it?
What?
We have so many issues that they're not working through. They're not communicating through.
Right now, you're only in episode 103. What makes you think they won't make it to the altar?
They don't seem like a match.
Yeah, they have communication issues. They have financial issues. They have general like support each other dreams issues.
Gender role issues, possibly.
Gender role issues for sure. I can see that.
How is that different than any other relationship?
It's on TV.
No, you're not gonna do me like that. No. Right answers only. Nah, fuck out of here.
That's the difference.
I mean,
Nigga say it's on TV, so it's gonna work out. That's how.
No, it's not. That's the drama.
Well, we'll see.
I think because it's not like they have these issues and they like work it out. I have not seen them try to work it out. I've seen everything get brushed under the rug, shrugged off, not even approached in any type of way. Like they're not even trying to like fix it before it gets really bad. And what was that thing she said last episode where he was like, when she said we're not married yet?
Yes.
What was
it's like, damn girl.
Yeah.
So let me ask you: would y'all like to see them work out though? Like, okay, take whatever you think about Brian, we would think about Denise, but look at their relationship and how it balances.
Yeah.
For you specifically, because all the audience perspective is varied. But do you, Mary and Brittany, want to see it work out?
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with no.
God damn.
Listen, if you know, no, listen. If you know me, I love
She's
relationships.
always rooting for them. Always rooting for the couples, no matter what is
I
going
love
on. She's
to see
always like,
love.
I love to see it.
I
But this
love-
one, she don't like Denise.
I don't like her. I don't like her energy. I don't like what she's giving off. And
Okay,
it's like there's no. I don't see love in their relationship.
I got to do something real quick with this, just because I understand the space. So for Symphony, who played Denise, I gotta just show her the love, because we got our shit we can say about Denise, but I can't let no black woman go thrown under the rug like that. What the Symphony delivered so goddamn good.
And that's why she's doing her job.
She did it so well that she made us not like her, which is a great job.
Exactly. So I know the comment section been tough, so I just want to at least somebody get in here and just show her the love on that real quick. But Denise a goddamn pain in the ass. I work with Symphony.
He did a whole 180.
Every week I work with Symphony. Anything.
Amazing girl, amazing actress. But
Amazing. However, her character, disgusting. In the first episode, I think I had predicted that she's not as supportive as she should be, and then another woman is probably gonna be there to smile in his face and show him that he's doing a great job.
That's what you think.
We talked about that emotional cheating.
Yes.
You know what's wild is that's something that I think when we talk about cheating, we don't talk about that. You know what I mean? We think cheating is when it's physical.
Physical, right?
But the cheating can also,
and it could be emotional.
It can just be talking to the wrong one for too long for the wrong reasons. And that's absolutely still it. That's still it. And that's a conversation that even in society we should be having more of.
I could see it with Denise too, emotionally cheating with that coworker from episode 2.
Do you think that's what that is? Is that how you would call it?
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, because he is kind of like the man that she kind of wants, because he has that financial stability. He has a regular 9-to-5 job, as opposed to Brian, who chose the entrepreneurial life, and she's mad about having to stick it out with her man.
It's a safe bet.
Do you have a backstory for like how they met? Like, did Brian have a job already, then quit and started his business when they got together, or how was their relationship?
So we do.
Okay.
Is it gonna play out, or are you gonna tell
That's
us?
all I can give you. That's all I can
Okay.
give
He said we do. That's
I
it.
thought I was getting some
you.
information. Okay.
Just confirmation.
We've given it plenty of thought. There is history.
Okay.
There is the information. That's all I can give you here.
Understandable.
I wish I could give you more.
So,
God damn, it's losing out my skin, but I can't do it,
so
baby.
it's gonna play out in the show, basically.
That would be cool, wouldn't that? Wouldn't that to see that?
If it doesn't, then you can tell us.
Then you can tell us,
It
yeah.
would be interesting to see that, wouldn't it?
Oh my
Wait,
god!
what?
All right.
I'm done. I'm so done.
If it's gonna
As
play out in the show, it's cool to say
You
that.
can't even tell us if it's gonna play or
Adam
play
Bryant
not.
as Lance, I would love to see that. To be the audience and sit and watch, I would love to watch that, wouldn't y'all?
Okay, can we talk to
Okay.
Brian real quick, please? Put Brian on the phone, please.
Brian's not here right now. If you leave a voice message after the beat. Oh man, this
I'm
is fantastic with
done.
y'all, dude. Like, I've done a very few other podcasts, and they were my friends, and no disrespect to them. Those were also good conversations, but to have this kind of conversation with folks you've never spoken to, and it be this fun, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I
Oh
appreciate
my
y'all just
god.
making this a space where I can get in here and just feel comfortable. I appreciate that.
You're a real one for that.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. You're our first guest of the year,
Of the year,
and
Are
you
you
yeah.
really
serious?
made it a great one. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, thank you, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Has anybody ever told you of your celebrity lookalike?
If you say Jesse Williams,
No.
okay. So hold on, hold on, hold on,
We have to
hold
end.
on.
We have to end.
No, because I met Jesse Williams and I was so
Your brother?
Williams. I mean, it's there.
Yeah, that's your cousin?
no.
Tell us that's your
As
cousin.
far as I know, we're not related. But I go to this event out in LA, and I only been a couple months. I go to this event. I watch the screen of this movie. The movie's fantastic. Jesse Williams is there.
Mm-hmm.
So my friend and his significant other are talking, and my friend and I all fucking night have been joking about once we saw him in the room how we look similar. And so he just looks at me, he nods, and I said, "Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, this has been crazy tonight, right?" And we just get the bullshit, like small talk shit. And I got to ask him about this game he worked on that I played, and we got this beautiful conversation about it. Hands down, probably one of the nicest made celebrities I've ever met. It's in, and I've gotten to meet Denzel. I've gotten to work with Leo. I've gotten to work with Jennifer Lawrence.
He out here. He out here.
Because
Outside.
I met Jesse Williams in a setting where it wasn't about work, and he was so kind.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that makes him the kindest celebrity or artist that I've met because he didn't have to be. And I said, you know what is fucking crazy, man? When I was a kid growing up, I was in high school when you were on Grey's Anatomy. Motherfuckers just tell me all the time, like, man, you look just like this guy off the TV show. And I never watched your show. No disrespect, I never watched your show. I still haven't.
Oh,
But they always say I look like you. And I Googled you and found out your name was Jesse Williams. And don't you fucking know it, my father's name is Jesse Williams. Isn't that fucking wild? And he goes, your dad's name is Jesse Williams? I said, yeah.
Are you serious?
And we laugh. I
That's
swear to God.
crazy.
And so we laugh and joke about it. He turned to his wife and go, hey, this guy, his dad's name is Jesse Williams. And she said, well, shit, I already knew you had other kids. And we just got to laughing and cutting up and shooting the shit and talking. And I told him, I said, hey, man, can I take a picture with you? And immediately I saw it change.
oh.
I made the mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I was an actor who got to have a conversation with an actor that is ahead of me in terms of hierarchy. It stopped being about two actors having a fond conversation about admiring work. And it became, oh, okay, but now you want to do this thing. And do you want an autograph? Like, it becomes this weird thing. So I give this story to
Right.
say this. For the actors when they come up, when you meet the other actors, don't ask for the picture. Be the coworker. Don't be the fan.
Be the coworker. Don't be the fan.
But what matters more, having that picture to show people, like everybody else who never spoke to them,
Yeah.
or being able to tell this fucking story.
They just want to be treated like humans,
That's it. That's it. Have a real conversation, and you get to tell that story, however that plays out, to anyone you want to.
All right. Lance, listen, this was definitely one for the books. Like jokes all the way through. Amazing.
Starting the year off
Yes.
strong.
So listen, before we go, please can you just share, where people can follow you, maybe some other projects you got going on, anything like
You can
that.
follow me at GoLance Go on Instagram, at GoLance Go on Twitter. The O's are zeros because somebody else's ass took GoLance Go. Coming up this year, I've got Don't Look Up coming out. Adam McKay directed, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer
What?
Lawrence, Meryl Streep.
You
Talking about
with the
stars, y'all.
legends. What?
The
Grande.
stars.
I mean, the cast is incredible. It's fantastic. There's going to be so many people that you've grown to love in your lifetime that I've got to be in a movie that they're in.
Wow.
So I'm very grateful for that, and I hope you all tune in and see it and love it and enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it and love it, and I appreciate everybody else who tuned in. Follow me, and send me DMs. Send me DMs. We've been joking about it on the Tough Love live shit where all the other dudes are getting all this kind of crazy DMs and shit. I'm getting shit with moms sending me pictures of them hugging their children, being like, "We love your show." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Send him DMs. Come on. The DMs are open.
I'm not getting
We always ask that question. Are the DMs
The
open?
DMs are wide open. I'm not getting.
Slide in, ladies. Come on.
I'm not saying I'm going to respond to everything in
You
kind.
better respond.
Okay.
But
He said, I have
Right.
standards.
make me feel good. Shit.
He said, text back, ladies.
Y'all,
Text
this
back.
has been the most fun, like the easiest conversation, and just to talk with y'all and cut up and have these jokes, and be in a space where I get to talk about my craft, and at the same time just shoot the shit with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
This was lovely, and I thank you
Oh,
very much.
We thank you, sir.
We appreciate it so much. It was really fun. Thank you. Continue doing your thing, killing it as always. We'll be looking out for your project.
Good luck with everything.
I hope I get some shit that pop off real crazy, and I can call y'all and be like, "Hey, listen, I know it's not a web series, but we got a movie that's nominated. Can we do
We'll
this?"
be there. We'll be there. Oscar, what?
I would love to. Yo, you show me this love, I'll show you the love just right back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lance. Yes.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Seriously Podcast. If you're not already, please follow us on all social media platforms at Seriously Podcast, SERIESLY. And make sure you keep up with the conversation by sending us DMs or emailing us at seriouslypodcast@gmail.com and send us your QCCs. Until next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.